What's going on, everybody? It's Friday. How you doing? How your mom and them? What's up? I'm alive. I made it back. Wow, what a fun, awesome time we had at the fly-in. Well, until it wasn't, I guess. But you know, that was something that could have got prevented, I guess. I don't know, but it's so weird the way that smoke headset works. It's like if I connect my camera to the headset before I let it connect to my phone, then hey, what's up, Will? Then you get the oh, Angela, I'll get to it. Then you get the totally silent audio that you can only hear my voice, which if you haven't watched Flight 3 of My Soar the Shore, that's got to be some of the best PPG audio I've ever heard while flying live anyway. Well, I guess it wasn't live, but even post-production, I haven't seen anybody's voice that clear. So that was pretty awesome. Yeah, Will came. Never Trust Skinny Chef Shane was there. Quite a few folks, Dee Dee and Dwight were there, which they came to Fly It for Gage last year. So, and Dwight has gotten way better on his trike, way better. He was having so many problems launching down there in Florida, and I was like, dude, you got your line guides below your main cage support, and they keep getting caught on it. And he changed that, and he's been flying.
Thanks, Angela.
Great ever since. So he was just having problems. The background change. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much what we got. Just a bunch of papers and crap everywhere. That's what we got going on. So the fly-in started Wednesday, and we didn't get there till Wednesday afternoonish, which is fine because it was raining Wednesday morning. Tuesday, I posted that photo of our yard being completely flooded. So luckily,
waterfront property.
Most of the rain had moved out by Wednesday morning. We were able to pack everything in the car. Came through a little bit of rain on the way, and that was it. It died out, and then by Wednesday night, it was good to go. But I couldn't fly Wednesday night because my dumb butt tried to take off. You know, it'd been a while since I've been flying, so for some reason, when my wing first came up, I let go of my A's instantly. You're not supposed to do that.
Hi, Bill.
So when I did that, it made something catch my prop a little bit. Oh, my net, and it chipped the edge of my prop. So I fixed that.
Not terrible, Angela.
It was just barely chipped. I fixed that the same day, and then by Thursday morning, I was ready to fly, which I did. And then flew Thursday night, then Friday morning, Friday night. Saturday was when I had the worst problem. So Saturday morning, I set up to launch. I didn't even have my wing on the ground for more than 5 minutes before I went to take off. And when I did, I got like a really short video. As soon as my lines went back, the cage pulled back, and it cut my net, it broke my prop, it cut 2 of my lines. I'm like, damn. So
yeah, all I said to myself, damn, that sounds expensive.
yeah, right. And it was. I'm sorry, John Wayne. So what we've determined is my line guides were too low. So I have a double hoop cage, right? But and it's supposed to help with your cage flexing. But since my line guides are basically right in the center of my cage, I tried to put them to where it first starts to curve. Even that's a little low because there's no spars right there. The way my cage, my spars go out at an angle. So right in the middle there is where it's weakest, and that's where it was pulling. So if I move my line guides up maybe 3 inches, not only will it keep my hands even higher, but it'll keep more pressure off the cage. Because I tried to order a new cage from One Up Adventures, and a new cage is $800. plus shipping, and I don't even know what they charge for shipping. John wants to buy that back hoop for his paramotor, which keeps you from getting any lines caught or anything. And I forgot how much they told him the cage was, but shipping, just shipping, was $180. They're like, it comes in a big box. I just wanted you to know shipping's $180 before, you know, you order it, so you won't get surprised. I'm like, yeah. They use those back cages a lot for training purposes, but if you're somebody that feels like you're going to cut a lot of lines and stuff, I usually don't have a problem taking off with the trike. It's just the wing was wet, which does put more pressure on the cage because the wing's wet and it's trying to pull back on you because you're giving it forward force, but it's wet. So it caused me to chop up my...
You didn't drop anything this time, Breeze.
No, I didn't drop anything. One section of the cage is 300. It's a pretty good cage. You know, and I got... Will brought, you know, those t-shirts that Will got, the wiener shirts. I gave those to Will, and Will gave me that flight suit that was courtesy of Tony Marzano in chat there. And that flight suit is bad to the bone. And I can't believe how good that thing fits me. I was worried about buying my own flight suit because you never know if it's going to fit. And then if you order it, maybe you get it from France or Italy or something.
It was adorable because the way the flight suit is the zippers start down low. So Will had to help zip Scuba into his flight suit and get him all tucked in and check his flaps and stuff. And he was strutting around like he was something else in that flight suit. It fit him perfect.
Well, you know, you got to strut around when you're wearing a cool flight suit. I was like, yeah, buddy, I'm going to fly with this as soon as possible. The very next flight. Flight suit.
Yep.
The only reason I wasn't wearing it, was it Friday, is because it felt so nice outside. And I would have burned up in that thing. But the time that I did wear it was a morning flight. It was nice and cool, and I was like, I'm putting the flight suit on, and I did and took off. So it has been in the air, that's for sure. No flying until Monday. Well, John, don't worry, I'm not flying for a good minute. That's for sure. I got no. Oh yeah, it fits awesome, Tony. I really like it actually. It's got nice pockets. What's up, Chevy?
He can even squat in it without
John said
busting
his
the
flight
ass out
suit
of
is
it.
25% duct tape.
I made him squat down to make sure he could sit. And yeah, it fits him perfect.
Yeah.
Kind of, sort of, Scott.
So, as far as stuff that's happened besides when, you know, that was the worst thing that happened. Now, I do have videos of people. Priya rolled her trike a couple of times. I got one of them on video. She didn't get hurt, thank goodness, but she rolled that trike pretty good.
She did.
For some reason, her husband's training her to taxi the trike, which is fine, but I've never seen her turn her steering. You know, where some trikes have that auto steering, supposedly. Her trike does not, neither does mine. And you need to turn in the direction the wing is going to keep the wing above your head.
Chevy.
She was not doing that. She was driving perfectly straight, and her wing would go to the right, and her wheels are still perfectly straight. When that happens, it will flip you over because the wing's pulling you to the right, and you're going straight.
And her husband
boom, 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 boom,
standing
boom.
there, waited till he got the thumbs up from the people that flipped her back over. Now, granted, he was taking pictures the whole time, but he was pointing and laughing at her.
CDC.
Like, she okay? Good. All right, I'm going to laugh at her.
Yeah, I mean, and she didn't get hurt. She took it like a champ, but she did actually get to fly the trike, which is cool.
They said she's flown before, so.
Shane and Will both got to fly, so Shane did not chicken out this time. Shane went, he had 2 flights that I know of. So that's pretty cool. Shane disappeared when he took off. I tried to find out where those guys were flying at. I did fly by Will. That video I just posted today, I think, and I pointed out Will fly. I was literally following him, but I was above him, so he couldn't see me. So I was following him around for a minute, and then I turned and went on. But Yeah, had a great time. Dee Dee cooked some fantastic food, and then we waited for that banana pudding on
Mm-hmm.
Saturday night, and that stuff was gone so fast. I thought there was going to be leftovers. I was going to bring some home. No, there was no leftovers. There was no.
There's
It was
never leftovers
all
from the banana
gone.
pudding.
All gone. Well, I thought maybe she'll make two batches or something, but no, she didn't. And it was
Well,
just enough for everybody to get some, and then I got a
Dee
little
Dee
bit
got a
more.
little tipsy though and made it and forgot to put the bananas in it. So
Yeah.
she had to deconstruct it and then put the bananas in it and then put it back together
It
again.
was a lot of fun, Will. I
Hmm.
truly enjoyed it. I'm glad y'all came because, who else am I going to talk to? It would have been me and Munchkin just bickering at each
Thanks.
other. Who?
I said thanks.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, I know. You talk to me all
we
the
had to
time.
wait till midday to talk to Will, but, that's all right.
I brought Will his ice cream. It didn't survive very well in the cooler.
She did. Yeah, that cooler was turned, it was like 20 something degrees, but it's just
Well, I
not.
think I think what got it was when it accidentally got turned off. Hey,
Hey,
Creed.
Creed. Yeah, that's all it takes. The one
Hmm.
time it gets turned off and then it starts to melt, and then you try to refreeze it, and it's like, nah, I don't want to. But, um, trash bag, that's funny. Oh
Hmm.
my goodness. I
Welcome,
think
Will.
Will said 3.5 hours or something like that is what it takes Will to drive there. So it's not that bad, actually. Probably one of the closer flyings he goes to, besides something in North Carolina.
Hmm.
But yeah, so the $800 for the cage, I think, is
There were Klondike bars, Angela. It was cookies and cream Klondike bars and Reese cup Klondike bars.
it's a little expensive, but the cage does come with netting already on it. I don't know if they include the spars. I think it comes with everything. Because when I first got my brand new paramotor,
Oh,
it was
damn,
the
King Cobra.
cage, the spars, and everything all in one zipped up bag. So I think that's the way they ship them when they ship just a cage. But honestly, my cage is not bad. It just needs a new net, or I've been watching a lot of videos on how to make a net. If you're making a net from scratch, it seems not that bad. If you're trying to repair one, you got to do a
Hmm.
lot of figuring. And I did a okay job one of the times, but it's like that same spot keeps getting hit. So what I'm gonna do next is figure out my cage is not sitting, or my frame is not sitting flat when I sit it down on my platform or gorilla, whatever ladder thing. One side sticks up, so I'm going to get that bent back down to where it's all sitting flush and even on the ground. Then put the cage on there, and then see if I got the correct spacing from my prop to my cage. If it is, then I'm good. If not, I'm going to work on making the cage go back away from the prop. The prop already has the freaking like almost a 2-inch spacer to push the prop back away, but it's not enough. It's
My guess is it's when the cage flexes, the net gets loose and is able to flop into the cage.
right,
So
right.
if you don't have it as tight,
Hello, Hanky.
well, hello, hanky panky. If you don't have that net as tight as the original one does, it's gonna accept a lot less flex before it gets sucked into the propeller.
Ken Cook Neggings Kevlar coated with plastic. Yeah, I saw that video before, John Wayne, and Kylo can knit. He can make a net from scratch. The good thing about doing a net on the ones, because he usually uses the Mac Fly frames, they have hooks on them, so you can literally run the line straight from the hooks and just start weaving a net, which is great.
Yes,
Mine
you
are
do.
riveted in, so I have to pop out the rivets, and then I have to put them in there before I even start making the net. Yeah, mason line. Yep. I have some line down in the basement I bought. It's a special kind of, I forgot what it's made out of, but it's tarred also, so it's really thick black netting. It works great. It's just tying it to make it look pretty and sturdy at the same time is the hard part. So I'll get that figured out. And then I got to buy 2 lines for my glider, and I got to buy a new prop. And I don't know if y'all have noticed, but I went on Sky Sports, and props are $20 more than they used to be. So instead of $320, now they're $340. Now, this is the thing, right? Because I know Ready to Paramotor sells props too. This is the thing. Sky Sports, their props are $340 with free shipping. Ready to Paramotor is $320, but they charge you for shipping, and they say it's 5 to 8 days for delivery. Now, I don't know if it's really 5 to 8 days. Maybe that's just them giving them a buffer period, but by the time you pay shipping and then have to wait the extra time, is it worth the extra $20? Or I guess after you pay for shipping from there, there's still going to be around $330. So you might save $10. So which one would you rather go with? I don't know. If they made free shipping at Ready to Paramotor, then it'd probably be worth it, because then you'd be saving $20. Or if Sky Sports brings their props back down. Oh, you got it in 1 day? Well, that's pretty good, John Wayne. Okay, so they're just putting that 5 to 8 day thing to cover their tail.
Not yet, but he will be.
Yeah, I haven't spent any money yet. CDC, I'm trying to get everything. In all honesty, I don't know if I'll get to fly anymore before winter hits. So I'm not in a big rush. I'd rather get it done right. I don't want my prop hitting my cage.
I thought I could do it, but apparently not.
My net or anything. And I don't want to keep breaking props. So that's the main thing. Because, I mean, I'm not breaking props because I'm falling over or anything, or turtling or anything like that. It's the stupid net keeps getting pulled back into my prop and is breaking my prop. That's expensive. That's like the 4th or 5th time that's happened to me, and I'm like, I'm tired of it, man. So hopefully I can get that fixed. And then the lines being bad on the glider, not a big deal. One of them's the brake line, which I just had that replaced. It's literally brand new. But the sheathing's cut. The Kevlar isn't. I'm still going to replace that line. And the other one is cut completely in half, which I believe is one of my C lines. So that one has to get replaced, no question. Maybe I'll replace both sides, might as well. But what size prop? I am on a 140 prop. Now, I realize that does put my prop a lot closer to the edge of the cage, but it's not hitting the cage. It's pulling the net into the prop. So even if I had a smaller prop, my netting could still come back and hit the prop. That was the problem. I had that net pulled tight. Yeah, exactly, John Wayne. The only reason I was saying I only have to do one brake line, because I literally just replaced that brake line, and that was the first flight it had, or maybe second flight. So the brake line is not going to change. The other line, yes, because that one's never been replaced before, so I'll replace both sides on that one. But and I measured out my old brake line before I ordered the new one, and it was literally 1 centimeter difference. So I just said, send me the stock. And the brake line doesn't really matter, because it depends on where you put your brakes. The other lines matter a lot because you don't want more slack on one side than the other. But the brake, it just depends on where you tie it off, where you put your toggles at. So, yeah, I thought about that too, Bill. Because I asked them at One Up Adventures, I said, do y'all have some kind of support bracket or something I can put on the cage so that it doesn't flex back? And they're like, oh, you need to raise your line guides and don't hit the gas so hard when I've launched both ways. I have launched slow to where my lines pull back and then I give it gas, which seems to work. I've also hit it hard just to bring the wing up past the prop wash, then let off to straighten my wing out and then go. both ways seem to do the same thing, so I didn't think it was a big deal. Actually, sometimes when I go slow like that, it gives more time for the wing to mess up. You give the wing a little bit of time to think about things and it'll go the wrong way. So it is what it is. I mean, I'll go back to doing it the slow way, which is the way I originally did it and the way I showed John. But John, he just gave it full on gas, man, and he turtled his trike. We had wet wings. It was a morning flight, and he just romped it, and you cannot do that. As soon as the wing caught it, just pulled his whole trike back, and he did a wheelie and landed on his back. I was in the air, so I didn't get to see it happen.
But not before he completely coated me and everything around me in ash.
Oh, yeah. He was pointed directly at our
my
tent. Go ahead.
Angela, I scrolled on Reddit and I watched them fly and I cleaned ash off everything. So he was directly in front of me, like, I don't know, maybe 15 feet in front of me. I didn't really think anything of it because, you know, they take off there all the time. No big deal. Right. So I had made a cup of coffee. I'm sitting on the bench watching them take off. And yeah, as soon as he went full power, that wing snatched him back on his ass. So in between him flipping over and the wing going, he blew all the ash out of the fire pit along me, my chair, the tent. Everything was covered, and it was wet because it was morning. So it just coated everything, blew my coffee off the bench, and I'm like, well, I guess I'm fucking done with that. It was everywhere. And then he's just laying there on his back with his little feet sticking up in the air, and everyone's just watching him. I'm like, anybody gonna go out there and flip his ass back over? Because, yeah.
Yeah, Andrew Fuller made some lines for me at Fly It for Gauge, John, and then I still have those lines. I didn't like them because of the color. He didn't have the color. I think I still have a spare brake line, but I still need the other line regardless. The only reason I
didn't like them because of the color.
They were green and they matched some of the other lines. I didn't like that. So I bought yellow ones from Lines in a Day, and I replaced both of them. So I still have a spare brake line actually, but I may still end up just ordering.
So why did you pay him to do those knowing they were green and that you weren't going to use them? You might as well have just thrown money out the window.
But I did use them because I got to fly down there at least once before my cage blew up in Florida. So vape meats were awesome, Breeze. I wish we still had them. Yes, I completely agree.
I mean, they don't have to be sanctioned in shop. We can agree to meet somewhere.
Yeah.
We can all go camping. We can all agree to meet at a hotel and hang out at the bar. I mean, we can do that. It doesn't have to be. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Spitting in someone's face. That's assault. Get him, King Cobra. But no, your thumb should not touch your arm unless you have, like, you know, super bendy. It's not supposed to go that way.
Oh, you bought a full set for $600. Nice, John Wayne. That's pretty cool there. My lines I think are pretty good, but I know that Lines in a Day don't stock BGD lines, so I have to get whatever's comparable. That's why she don't have the colors that match. She stocks like ozone colors, which is fine. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not in a big hurry.
From BGD?
Can you buy some from BGD?
Yeah.
I don't know. BGD is in like Austria or something. So me trying to order from there. Yeah, most of these wings and stuff come from overseas.
Yes, I know that.
So if I order from them, it's gonna be a minute. Just saying.
It's not like lines are heavy though, so.
No. Oh, he'll install them for that price. That's pretty cool, John Wayne. That's pretty cool. But yeah, it's so weird. See, I had no way of knowing that my audio was really good on the third video. I was just recording, and that's what I got. Whatever I got put on the camera. And then now, after watching them back and seeing how good the audio was on that one, I want to try and replicate that in the future because you could hear everything I said. Everything. The motor noise is like zero. You don't hear nothing. So it was pretty cool. Asked Fuller about a cage. You know, I don't think he's gonna have any fly product stuff. Just like I can't. I tried to ask Aviator. They don't carry fly product stuff, and it's probably because they're in direct competition with Aviator because they're all in the same airfield. So, besides me ordering directly from Fry Products, I don't know how I would get another cage. Or you can buy just the netting. There's one guy on YouTube that posted a video on how to do the netting on my frame, and I asked him, where did you buy the net replacement at? No answer. I think he has the smaller cage, and you can just use the one they use for the Liberty, which is fine. But my cage is bigger, so I need a bigger net. So I can't just use that, or otherwise I have a big gap in my net, and that would be bad too. Is mine titanium? No, my cage is aluminum. It'd be nice if it was titanium, but it's aluminum for sure.
Aluminium.
Aluminium, whatever you want to call it.
Do y'all UK folks add an extra U in titanium too? Titanium.
Titanium. What else happened? I mean,
we came back with more food than we left with. I don't know how that's possible.
Some people cooked a bunch of food that they couldn't eat, and we're like, yeah, we'll take it home. Why not? That's already gone. I mean, that was gone like the next day. You know, I believe that, John Wayne. It doesn't look like a hard cage to replicate, but yeah, they want a lot of money for that cage. I mean, and it's just got like this white powder coating. You could literally bake that. You could repaint, powder coat it, and make it look brand new again. It's not like my cage is really bent up. It's just one spot where it was kind of bent, but I straightened that out. It looks perfect to me now, but something's causing part of my cage to be closer on one side than the other. So I need to really, if it was obvious, I'd know what to fix, but it's not. It's like a barely bent somewhere, and I got to figure out where that is. And then once I get that straightened out, it'll all be good again.
Barely bent in a circle like that make a difference the further away from you get.
That's the problem. So, I mean, obviously, I do have a 135 prop that's made for a 287 reduction motor that I could put on there. It does decrease the power a lot, but it would also not be anywhere near the... And see, there we go again. It's not my prop hitting the cage. It's the prop hitting the net. That's what's causing the problem. So if I can get that part fixed, we're good. Because there was one point where I had a problem where the prop was hitting the cage. That was when it was bent. I fixed that. It's no longer hitting the cage, but the net is getting pulled in there. So
I mean, it might be just simple as fixing that part of the net, but making sure that you have it very, very tight and moving your line guides up so it doesn't flex enough to make it loose.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna just drill out those rivets, and then no, there's no crossbar. It is double hoop though, John Wayne.
Apparently so, Tony.
It's got two hoops on there. You can see on any of my videos, you'll see that there's two hoops that go around, which helps a lot. But like I said, my spars are diagonal. They're almost in a star pattern. You got two up here, then you have two this way, and then two at the bottom. So my line guides are in the center between those two that are spaced like that. So if I move my line guides up... He's basically got his
line guides in the weakest spot of the cage.
Yeah, if I move my line guides up, they'll be close to a spar, and that'll keep it from pulling back, and I should be good. Do I make money flying? That would be awesome, CDC.
Hell no, it cost him money. This is the one of the most expensive hobbies he could have fucking picked.
Yes, it does cost money. I mean, 9 times out of 10, the only thing we're spending money on is gas and oil for our paramotor.
Till
Yeah,
you
there's a
break
lot of
something.
maintenance involved, but yeah, get a welder to throw a crossbar on there. See, I need to put it all back together to see how much room I have to be able to put a crossbar or a bar going in the front across. Either one, that'll keep my cage from flexing, and I should be good. But I honestly think that
I said one of, Tony.
my line guides, if I move those up a little bit, I think it'll be fine. Because like I said, I've launched many times with it set up that way, and it's worked fine. But with a wet wing, maybe that's why Will don't fly in the mornings. With a wet wing, it causes a lot of stress on my cage, and it caused it to do that. But I think if it was a brand new cage, it wouldn't have done it.
See, there's just another reason that early mornings suck ass.
Yeah. Well, it's great for flying. I mean, you don't have any thermals. That's got to be the calmest air there is. It's just, it's wet. Now, what I wanted to do, because you can buy tarps in various sizes, just get a tarp that's only like 5 feet, but by 20 or 30 feet long. You can just lay your wing down on the tarp and it'll keep it from getting wet. You
Till
can
you
take off
land.
that way. Well, that's fine. If you land, you land. And maybe you land and you set your wing down on the tarp. If you're real good.
Mm-hmm.
I've set my wing down right by the tent before. So start the show. Well, about time, Shane. We already talked about you for like 20 minutes. So, you know. You use the tarp in the morning. See, even John Wayne uses a tarp. He uses his head. It's not. It's just weird when you have a wet wing. The wing tries to lag back a little bit, and you know you're forcing the wing forward because you're hitting the gas with a trike, so you're on wheels, and it pulls back hard because it's so wet. It's like trying to fly a wet towel, you know, and it just don't like doing that. But it all worked out. You know, like I said, when Shane took off, he disappeared. I think he went to the other side of the Cape or over towards the Bay side.
The Cape.
Yeah, the Cape, like Cape Low.
Making shit up now. Cape.
I like to lay my wing on top of somebody else's wing. My wing stays dry. There you go. And then you get all your lines tangled up and you have a whole bigger set of problems at that point. But yeah, I really, I don't know. I enjoyed all the flights I did get. I mean, I got 4 flights. That's twice as much as Shane got. So how can I be angry with that? And if any time it was going to happen, that's why I'm glad I didn't fly that week before the fly-in. I was like, if I'm going to break something, I need to break it at the fly-in. And that's what I did. Went to the fly-in and broke something. Matter of fact, that was the last flyable time was Saturday morning. After that, the wind picked up really strong and we didn't fly anymore, but I'd already broke it at that point, so too late. But, yeah, we had a fun time up there.
The tent worked out good, nice and roomy. The only issue, which is not specific to that tent, is the inside sweated. So, like, the inside walls were wet from the condensation.
Yeah.
So we had to use the heater to dry it out, but it worked. It kept everything from being clammy. It didn't get too hot in there.
Not many, Tony. Have I been to a flying where I haven't broke anything?
And my picnic blanket rugs were perfect. They were nice on the feet, and he pretty much followed the rules as no shoes in the tent. So I didn't get, a whole lot of leaves and grass and debris and bugs and shit in there. So, like, if I drop my pajamas on the ground when
That's
I changed
messed up,
clothes,
Shane.
They were still clean when I picked them up.
He's like, you might have flown twice as much, but I can still fly right now if I wanted to.
We have separate cots, Shane. I think so, and especially considering it was only $125. So I do love bugs. Will brought me a bug. It was trying to sleep with him, and he said no and brought it to me instead. It only hung out on my knee for a few minutes before it decided to fly away. But I did get a picture of it first to send to Angela.
You know, it's so weird that the
I
headset.
don't like dead bugs or ones that crawl on me. Fuck them.
So the way that the PPG smoke headset works, right? I'll turn my camera on and then I'll turn on
Who's
the PPG
growling? Stop growling.
smoke
Bandit,
headset,
leave her alone.
and it'll say device connected. And then you'll hear second device connected, which would be my phone.
I didn't name it.
If it does it that way, that's when you get the great audio. If it says device connected, but it's my phone first and then the camera, then it takes the microphone from my phone instead of the camera, which is why you can barely hear me except when my engine's low on 3 out of those 4 videos.
No, I do not prefer to have muddy ash thrown at me. Did not name the bug this time. It didn't stick around long enough to get a name. It didn't like me. It was not molting. It had already done its thing, and it wanted to fly around and be with the other bugs after visiting Will, of course.
I think my finger has pretty much almost fully healed now from the spider bite.
So we can stop hearing about it?
Yes. There's still a scab on the finger, though, right there. But
you just wanted to flip me off.
It's just, it was weird that I couldn't figure out why my finger. So for those of y'all that weren't watching Shane's show, after one of my flights, my middle finger started hurting really bad. And I figured I use these 2 fingers for brakes because I have the 2 finger toggles. I thought, oh, I just made my hands sore from flying. But then it started burning really bad, like when you
he would not shut up about it.
Well, like when you put your hand in fire or you burn your hand on a stove or something, you have to keep putting your hand in ice. That's what I was having to do because my hand was burning.
Sticking his grubby ass hands in my
I couldn't figure out why the hell my hand was burning and itching really bad. And then I saw those little bite marks on my finger. And I was like, oh shit. Well, after seeing
Shane,
the
if
spiders,
I had actual coffee cups, it might not have gotten blown over, but I forgot them.
Well, I wouldn't have thought spider, but then I looked over at the cooler and there was 2 gigantic spiders on our cooler, and I was like, oh, one of them must have got me when I was trying to go in the cooler.
I don't think they were there then.
I don't know.
It could have been one that was in the tent. It could have been one that was, who knows, but I don't think they were there because they weren't hidden when you first showed me. I mean, the wolf spider got on. The other one's called a Halloween spider. It's a orb weaver, but she was bright orange.
What'd you say in your coffee response to Shane?
I said, if I had an actual coffee cup, it probably wouldn't have gotten blown over, but I forgot them, so I had to use paper coffee cups.
The little styrofoam fly off the table.
I'm exaggerating slightly because it wasn't completely full. I had drank most of it, but it wasn't empty yet.
Munchkin looked it up. There was 2 spiders there. One of them was a wolf spider. The other one was whatever Munchkin looked up.
I just said it was a Halloween spider. They call it that because it's bright orange, but it's a orb weaver.
There you go. That's what spider it was. A orb weaver, I guess. I don't know which one bit me or if it was either one of them spiders. I just know it hurt like hell for a while.
John Q, it wasn't that field out there is super absorbent. So considering how much rain we had the day before, I am utterly amazed that the ground was not squishy at the field. The grass was wet mainly in the morning because of the dew, but it was not squishy at all.
Yeah. When I ran by Scuba's tent, I felt like I was running past tents, like multiple tents.
So that Dad joke doesn't work in writing, Shane.
So the other thing that happened Friday
It
night.
was John Q. Super absorbent.
Friday night was most people had already gone to bed, including Will and Shane and 99% of everybody else. There was some younger ladies over to the left of me, which I didn't see. And it was pitch black outside. It was 11:30. And on the Eastern Shore, there's not a lot of light pollution. So
No,
it's
dark as
very
shit
dark.
out there.
All you can see is stars there. So all of a sudden, I see a one wheel. If y'all not familiar, one wheel, you should know by now, people that ride one wheels.
I will be interrupting him during the story.
Big old one wheel flying across the field, headed towards the hangar. Looked like it was doing 25, 30 miles an hour. It was rolling.
Faster than it had any right to be.
So I'm watching this thing, and it's got bright headlight and tail light on those things. And then I saw it flip, spin, bounce through the air, and land on the ground.
All right, interruption time. And he sat there and did absolutely nothing while we were like, did somebody fall off that? I don't see any movement.
Well,
maybe you should go out there and check.
No, that's what I did. I was trying to see if I could see anybody get up, and I didn't hear anything. So I was like, okay. And I jumped on the scooter and drove over there, and it was just the one wheel, nobody else, just the one wheel by itself. So I picked up the one wheel, carried it back over to where I saw it come from, and the younger lady was there. And I was like, this y'all's? Because, I just saw it. She's like, yeah, I don't know what happened. It just took off. And I said, well, I thought one wheel fixed this problem so that they don't go randomly taking off, blah, blah, blah. And she goes, yeah, blah, blah. And the next thing you know, the damn thing took off again and went flying back up the field towards our windsock.
That's what I was thinking, Will, because if somebody was on that the way we saw it flip, they would have fucked themselves up. Because it was bad. It was really bad.
And then it flipped again, bounced all over the place. There I go again on my scooter, riding over there to grab it.
Now, these people made no effort to go retrieve their own $2,500 one wheel, by the way.
No. So this time when I picked it up, I turned it off. Now, the one they had was like a
Not at all,
GT.
CDC.
It's a very heavy one wheel. So I picked it up, and I'm holding it in my left hand and trying to drive the scooter, and I just beefed the ground myself. Blam! I landed on my knee.
Another interruption. All I hear was wham! Fuck! Yeah, I also saw him tip over because I saw the headlights, but yeah. You can literally hear the thud of his big ass hitting the ground and then the cussing. Yeah.
Yeah, so I got back up. I drove the scooter halfway there, and then
Shane,
I got
we
off
were
the
waiting to
scooter.
see if the lights on the one wheel moved like somebody got up and grabbed it. Not that we'd be able to see a human in the dark, but
anyways, yeah, so I turned it off when I took it back. I was like, look, this thing is dangerous. Y'all might want to put this, maybe because it's wet outside, it's thinking somebody's standing on it and it's just taking off, but you're going to kill somebody with this thing. It was flying.
it was.
It's like a missile going across that field. Luckily, nobody was out there.
At least he had an excuse for falling off the scooter because was it Wednesday or Thursday night? I maybe had a little bit to drink and was feeling pretty good and had to go potty. And I remember last time I went potty, there wasn't a whole lot of toilet paper left. So I grabbed a roll of toilet paper. I had it in my hand. So I'm holding like the roll of TP with two fingers, holding on and going across the field. Well, I dropped the TP and I'm like, well, shit. So I turn around to go retrieve it. And apparently you can't turn that tight on the scooter because I just went whoop, and just flopped over, looked up. Did anybody see that? Nope. Had to go over and grab the toilet paper and go on my way. So at least he had an excuse for falling off. But I knew it was coming. It was like it was in slow motion, so I was able to like put my shoulder down and kind of roll. Didn't even grass stain my clothes.
Do I look like an Indian?
I've only seen you on camera once, John Q. And I mean, I wouldn't put it past you to have some in your bloodline somewhere. I mean, you are from Wisconsin, so
Like that's got anything to do with it.
it does. In that
No.
area, there's a lot of
There might be a lot there, but that doesn't mean.
a lot of Indian population. That's where my mom's family's from. They've got some in there somewhere. We're TP Indian, not 7-Eleven, Tony. I do, John Q. I do. hmm The one time you
I
actually
just
came in and
fell the
hung out
other
in
night.
Zoom with Peanut and me.
So she took a football sized turn because she fell the night before. She's like, I'm going to make wide turns from now on.
Well, yeah, because he was talking shit when I was leaving the bathroom. I made a really wide turn. Well, and over there, Shane, there's a rut that's along the edge of that little driveway thing. So I try to go around that so I don't hit the rut.
Yes, you did, Cloud Chucker. I kind of felt that one coming, so I was like, yeah, I'm not getting in that mod heist. And look how much he bet 9 million coins. Jesus.
Yeah, and one of my agents, I told her, she asked how everything was going, and I, told her that I fell off the scooter on vacation, and she's like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And I'm like, "I'm only like 3 feet off the ground, so I didn't fall far. I'm fine." I was pretty much already there.
I must admit, even though the weather said we were going to have like 10 to 11 mile an hour winds, we had like
No
almost
thanks, trash
no
bag.
wind whatsoever. I know one of the times when I took off on the trike, the windsock was literally touching
And
the
he
ground. It was
rented a
just,
U-Haul van, so he was able to bring the purple mini bike, and he cruised around on that a little bit. So,
I did take the purple
mhm.
mini bike. Will got to drive around the purple mini bike also.
Did he? I didn't realize he rode the
Oh
mini
yeah,
bike.
Will rode it. He sure
Oh,
did.
okay.
I let some other guy. All right, cause y'all know I'm a guy that likes
Spy
doing
shit.
things
Yeah.
for people. Anyways, Will
Hey,
standing
Mick.
by the mini bike. What's up, Mick? Will standing by the mini bike, and this guy walks by, and he's like, "Man, that brings back childhood memories." Blah blah blah. Those are some good times. And he walked on. So
hmm
after he walked on down a little bit, I went over, started the mini bike up, and drove to him. And I was like, "You want to relive your childhood? Take it for a drive." And he did. Then when he went by me the first time, he said, "I might not come back," and just kept on going. I was like,
He's like, woo!
okay. He had a ball on it, which makes me happy to see that he was happy riding it. So that was cool. Um, I thought Munchkin fell off scooter. I thought his name was Scuba.
Haven't fallen off of him yet, but
uh, Walking with Mick. So
yeah,
yeah, we had
drunken
some
scootering
really
is
good
not
flying
safe.
conditions, I think, for the time we were there. Usually in September, you never know because it's got that's when hurricanes like coming through, like we have coming up the coast right now. But luckily we avoided that, and everything was really good for the fly-in. I can't complain with the weather at all. Um, so thoroughly enjoyed the whole trip. I wish it was longer, but all good things must come to an end, and that's what happened. Munchkin ain't in the mood.
Now, I literally just got home. But on the plus side, sorry, Boots. I didn't realize you were down there. I didn't mean to step on your fat. I'm sorry, kitty. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Um,
Oh, don't
All,
worry, Shane. Munchkin has that on video of your failed launch.
I
Think we
do.
need to
I do.
post that video
Hmm.
and say this is how a skinny chef fails a launch.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I mean, as far as failed launches go,
yeah.
his wasn't that bad. I've seen some that were just atrocious. He just looked like he was like, yeah, fuck it. You know?
Well,
But
I
yeah.
mean, speaking of letting go of the A's too soon, that's what I did on my very first attempt. I let go of the A's before my wing even came up. I was like, what? I'm looking at my hands holding just the brakes and going, what in the hell am I doing? And I let off the gas, shut the motor down. I was like, this wing's, even if it comes up, I'm forcing it up. So I just let it go back down. It's like, let me redo this. And it worked out fine after that. But I was like, man, I haven't been not flying that long. I shouldn't have all of a sudden forgot how to hold my A's. Post it. Shane, we're just messing with you.
Can you guys see any headlights shine into your tent? Yes, most definitely. It didn't. It didn't really bother me too bad, considering the fact that I wasn't asleep yet. But somebody else carved themselves out and had to go lay down. Um,
Well, now Shane could have we held that spot for Shane.
hmm
And he could have literally parked in there like a normal person, but no, he backed into that spot specifically to point his headlights at our tent.
I'm pretty sure he backed in because all of his shit was in the back of the truck and it made it have easy access to the shower and the
No,
picnic table where he put his
no,
Blackstone and no, specifically just to shine his lights at you.
I think he just wanted to shine us with the headlights.
Oh, okay.
He was in the best position to watch his football game. That's what it was.
Hmm.
Yeah. Cloud Chucker's trying to win back his 9 million.
I'm gonna go in with my little wimpy bet according to John Q.
There we go.
Yeah. Did I finish my thought? I don't remember that all day today, from the time I got there until the time I left at 7:30 was time and a half.
Well, the other weird thing is
Mm.
not a lot of people came to Soar the Shore. I mean, we had a decent amount of people, but it wasn't like a whole lot.
No,
Spring
we were missing
Wing,
that
there was a
Andre
lot.
dude.
Spring Wing, there was double amount of that people, if not
Yeah.
more.
That Andre guy wasn't there. I think this is the first one he's ever missed.
He's missed one other one that I know of. Andre usually does come. He was pissed the last time he
Yeah,
came.
we didn't have any karaoke.
Oh my
Um,
gosh, we all died again.
I have never face planted. It's always been my knee, specifically my left knee, that has always taken the brunt of all of my
Oh,
my
I definitely face
fall downs.
planted in training with Kahlo. I have that video. I posted that video. I guess it was a short. And it's little me running with my wing, and next thing you know, floop, boom, right on my face. I'm eating dirt. And but I was like, I got up okay because I was like, I didn't break anything. I was happy that I did not break the prop or anything. And I was like, you know what? I can reset and do it again.
I mean, Mick, you might be onto something. Now, the day I was out taking the trash out,
That
and hit
does
my
make me
knee
fall
on
down, Mick.
that concrete edge. So the townhouse I was in didn't have curbs. It had like gutters. So the edge of it going into the grass was just a sharp concrete edge. So I'm just taking the trash out and I don't know what happened. Next thing I know, I fell and hit my left knee right on that edge of the concrete. The same knee that I uninstalled my ex-husband's stereo with when we got in a car accident. The same knee that I landed on when I fell down the stairs. Um, that poor left knee. I'm surprised it hasn't just quit on me yet.
Well, Shane, we was thinking about you. We were like, I know Munchkin and I both were like, yeah, Shane likes to park right there. So that's when I when people started showing up a lot more, that's when I moved the van over. It's funny because Shane showed up and said, "Some son of a bitch got my parking spot." It was me that parked the U-Haul in
Well,
Shane's spot so that he could get
CGC.
that spot.
Scuba wasn't here yet to take the trash out, so I had to take my own trash out.
So, anyways, Shane got there. I was like, "Yeah, that's me. I'm gonna move that so that you can park there." Oh, okay. After he bitched about it, I'm sure to Soup, he was probably telling Soup, "Some son of a bitch got my parking spot." No, that's not the way it went down.
No, my razor elbows so
All the
far
time, Breeze.
have not slashed anything.
Gravity does wonderful things for it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good thing I'm short because I don't have that far to fall. I swear I'm not a klutz, but I'm just glad I haven't fallen down these steps out here. Well, except for when we were moving the recliner in and I missed the step and you dropped the box on me and then was like, "Why aren't you moving?" Because there's a fucking 400-pound box on my hand. If I can't move, I'm trapped here. Hit the same fucking knee too, by the way. Them's the rules, Mick. That's not really it's just one of those things. You never have the meeting where you choose your side of the bed either. It just happens.
I just
I wish he'd stay on his side of the bed, but
I do stay on my side of the bed.
Fuck you do. No. That's why I don't want an air mattress.
You know why I end up on her side of the bed? Because she steals all the covers off of my side of the bed. Sure. So I have to roll over there to stay warm. Mm-hmm. That's what it is.
Meanwhile, I'm 9,000 degrees, and I'm like, "Why are you touching me? It's so fucking hot." And then he'll cuddle up, right? Which I don't have a problem with the cuddling up. But when you're done cuddling, move back to your side of the bed. Don't just roll over on your back where you're at, because then I'm trapped in like a 1-foot spot on the edge of the bed trying to maneuver around. I can't roll over because he's breathing in my face, stealing all my oxygen.
Okay.
And I have to rotate like a chicken because
as far as which side of the bed is the right side, just the way I feel about it, which Munchkin already knows, I like sleeping on the side closest to the door in case some perpetrator breaks into the house. I will be closest to the door to protect her on her side of the bed. Or I can run away faster. Either one.
Well, you going to run and hide in the closet?
I guess.
I mean, where our bed is, there's really no closest to the door because the door is in front of us if we sit up in bed. But you don't even have any weaponry.
Well, Shane.
What are you going to protect me with? You going to throw random electronics at him from your bedside table?
Shane, you know, you had some good pillows there. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he'll reach over and grab one like it's a stuffed animal.
I grab one like it's a stuffed animal.
Except for when they're all sweaty, and then he's like, "Ugh." I want to touch them. Why are they wet?
Sounds like an old married couple. I think that's what we are, Harry. The old thing is definitely kicking in.
Speak for yourself.
But you know what? I see folks that are older than me flying, so I have hope.
No one's talking about flying. We're just, not everything relates back to flying. So
it's an age
you want to talk
thing.
About old.
It's an age thing. I'm saying that you can still do stuff when you get older.
The closing that I did today.
What?
She was younger than me. The lady that came in at 4:00.
Oh.
With her grandson.
Oh, gotcha.
She's
younger than you?
Yes.
Darn. I like. Right? Oh goodness, Angela.
You like sweaty balls? I do not like sweaty balls.
I hope she's talking about that Saturday Night Live skit.
I hope so too. And that skit always made me want like the cheese balls, like the port wine cheese balls and rum balls.
That skit made me laugh so hard.
It shouldn't have made me hungry, but
that was a very funny skit. I can't wait to see you have my balls in your mouth. It was hilarious.
I have a conundrum, y'all. My juice does not taste right without that pear. So I tried to make it without any pear at all. That also does not taste right. It's like the flavor has just, it's like there is no flavor. So I don't know.
So
I don't know if it's just my taste buds have gotten too used to it and I'm just like meh now, or
what's up, Danny?
Yeah, I don't know. I might have to make some Nilla nuts.
You
and
missed our
vape that for a
flying,
little
Danny.
while.
That's some bull crap, man. But you can go to Bad Apples. I see how it is. I'm just messing with you. In other news, our
No, he's
local
not.
vape shop, I went in to buy, hopefully, Georgia Peach. They did not have Georgia Peach. But I picked up this Raz right here. This one is White Yummy Grape, right? So I got the White Yummy Grape, but watch when I hit this. That's the only thing that comes up. It says Raz, and that's it. The display is out on it, right? So I'll show you what it's supposed to look like. See, that one has a whole display that shows all kinds of stuff, right? So I took it back in there, and I was like, the display don't work. And then I had already stuck the sticker back on the bottom, so he peeled the sticker off. He's like, now hit it again and show me. So I hit it again and showed him again that it didn't work. He's like, okay, tell you what, you can keep that one and pick out another one. So he gave me another one for free. Or he basically, yeah, he gave me another one for free. So I didn't have to buy another one. And they also had some off-stamp stuff. So this one is Smashin' Grape, which is not bad, and it also has a amount of sweetness that you can change on this particular pod, but they're not cheap. 21 bucks for just the pod, not the battery, seems a little high, I think, especially when you can buy them from White Horse for $13. So I'd rather get them from White Horse.
I don't think they were 13 when I checked.
If you buy just the pod section, they're 13.
I'm
Yep.
gonna have to go check.
So that's why I bought multiple batteries so that we could just pop on new pods if need be. But if they start getting the white peach in again, I'm not white peach, Georgia peach. Why did I say white peach? Then I'll rather go back to that.
Making mode.
Yeah, Danny. I want you to see something, Danny. This is very important.
Okay. Yeah, they're different flavors.
Yeah.
What was that Florida one?
Florida Twist. So, Danny, this is what I want you to do. I've recently posted 4 videos, which you probably have seen none of. That's fine. The only one I really want you to see, you'll see Soar the Shore, Third Flight. It's my third, it'll say Third Flight. And it'll say something about PPG Smoke V3 headset.
So there's different kinds. There's the off-stamp SW9000 and the Ice Cube X.
Oh, yeah, they're different models. Listen to the audio on that video. I have not seen anybody's PPG flight have that clear of audio. And I only got to do that once. I know how to do it, but I'll have to do it in a future flight. The only thing you can hear in that whole flight is my voice. No motor noise, no nothing. And I did it by hooking my headset directly to my camera with Bluetooth, and that's it. No cable. And it came out really clear. I was listening to it going, holy crap, that's clear. So just watch that one video if nothing else.
$14.39 for the Florida Twist one.
Okay, that's about right. I mean, they got a coupon code too, I'm sure, but the more you get, then it makes it better on shipping that way. Now, video 1, 2, and 4, you can hear my motor noise, but you can't really hear me talk because I did not hook it up the same way and it sucks, to be honest with you. So, and it all depends on which Bluetooth device connects to my camera first. If my phone connects first, then it gets audio from my phone. If my camera connects first, then you get like what was on number 3.
King Cobra, are you talking about our knee stick fighting? Watch your knuckles.
But yeah, I had which I can't really show on camera because it's not going to show up good, but my last attempt at a takeoff, which would have been flight number 5, is where my net went back into my prop, broke my prop,
Okay.
cut 2 of my lines, and a big old hole in my net. And I've talked with One Up Adventures, you know, and said, hey, this is what keeps happening, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh, move your line guides up. Okay, fine, I can do that. But my cage shouldn't have flexed that far, especially a double hoop cage. It shouldn't have done that. So it made it where I couldn't fly. I mean, I only missed 1 flight, but now I'm down until I can get all that stuff repaired. So it is what it is. I'll get it repaired. Just not in a big hurry to do it. Especially considering how expensive it is. What are you doing, Smokey? And Bandit too. Why are they all... What's the cats doing? They ganging up on us?
I don't know. Did you fill up their
Y'all
food
trying
bowl?
to take over? That's what I thought. I just had to flex on them.
Starving.
Smokey got the hell on when I flexed on her. My wife and I have a couple of foam rubber pugil sticks. Oh, there you go, trash bag. So y'all can just sword fight each other. Well, it's kind of like that.
I mean, I've got something similar. I've got a what do they call it? A stun gun?
Yeah, but pugil sticks are just, they look like gigantic Q-tips.
Yes, I know what they are. Stun
Okay,
gun sounds
so
way funner.
you just whack. I mean, and usually you're supposed to wear a helmet when you fight with those things. I mean, even the Marines use those things to do combat training, so they're pretty cool. I mean, I can't imagine any combat situation where you're going to break out a pugil stick to fight your enemy, but there you go.
Right?
It's already after 9. Wow, I mean, time just flies by. I don't even know if Ready to Paramotor did a show last night. I don't know if it was this week or next week they're doing one. I think they had a break too. Linda didn't do her show, which I know she's going to be doing her show next week. Should have Anthony Vella on there also. And now I think John, Bill, myself, we all do the Vela check now. Mine on my flights are pretty quick now, or either didn't get recorded, but I do always check my lines when I take off. Sometimes it's not as quick as I would like, but that's because I'm focusing on getting some altitude, which is number one. When you take off, you want to get distance from you and the ground before I start doing checks and run into something that's in front of me. I want to make sure I'm high enough. I'm not going to hit a tree or something. Then I'm okay to do a check.
It's called off stamp, Scott.
Yep, off stamp.
Mm-hmm.
Off stamp, which is not.
Yeah, if you go to White Horse Vapor or whatever it is.
That's it, White Horse Vapor.
They're like $14.
Yeah. Well, if you buy it with the battery, then it's more expensive.
It's 20.
Yeah.
But they've got multiple different kinds. The one he has with the Florida twist is the classic one.
Yeah. Florida twist was pretty good. I did like that flavor.
That's my favorite one. I
can't explain what it was. It tastes like a tangerine something. I can't remember, but I know it was good. Tangerine, not grapefruit really, but
no, I hate grapefruit.
Some kind of weird kick to it. I guess that's what the twist is. It's Florida, but it's got a twist. freezing paintballs. Oh my goodness, I couldn't imagine getting hit with a frozen paintball.
If
That's
you
gotta
shot
hurt.
me with a paintball, we'd have a problem.
No, those things hit pretty hard and bruise really bad. That's not
Well,
fun.
clearly I bruised for no apparent fucking reason. I got a giant bruise on top of my hand. I have no idea
Hey,
where
my
it came
bruise
from.
is starting to go away. That was on my arm. You can still see the red spot right there, but it's not as dark as it was this morning,
Yeah,
which
I
is
have a big
awesome.
one on my leg, and my guess is that was from like balancing a box or something on my leg as I was trying to load the car.
Tapo
Um,
Security. Haven't heard of that one, Cloud Chucker. Yeah, my cameras, I'm thoroughly impressed with the Eufy cams that I got. I believe Will looked them up also, or he was looking them up. I can bring up my cameras right now. I got one of the cameras is just sitting here. This is the Solo Cam. Which model is this? The S220. So this one has a solar panel on the top. But this is not a camera that pans and tilts. It's just a normal camera that's 2K. Yeah, it even says 2K on the side of it. But I got to find a place to put them because literally the cameras I have up now pan and tilt, so it covers my whole front yard, my whole backyard. I guess I could do the sides of the houses. I don't know. Or the house. I already have a camera in the basement. I'm pretty much covered unless I want to film the attic for some strange reason. I got everything covered. Yeah, that's what's good, Cloud Chucker. If you can check your camera when you're out, that's a good camera, in my opinion. I've been through a lot of different security cameras. I mean, I got a lot of Wise cameras because they're cheap, but to get the good features, you had to pay for a subscription, and I was just like, I'm tired of paying $100 a year, close to, for the extra features when Eufy does that for free. And everything I got gets recorded to a 2 terabyte hard drive or I don't know what. I got a
yeah,
1 or
we
2
did that
terabyte.
when we were kids, John Q.
So,
Trying to go through the trails back in the woods to get from our neighborhood to the elementary school was like a gauntlet. Someone was going to shoot at your ass from one of the
oh,
houses along
oh
the edge.
man,
What?
the camera, it was saying somebody's been spotted in the office. I forgot I pointed the camera right at me, so it was detecting movement.
Yeah, I turned the damn notifications off because that's just driving me crazy.
Well, I usually have it pointing away. I only did it while we were gone.
Hmm.
I had it pointing, so I moved it a second ago and I forgot to point it away. What else happened that I can remember? Well, we had some type of naval helicopter land multiple times at the field. I know Shane and Will both got video of that. I got video of it myself on my phone. They landed multiple times.
They always do it like when people aren't flying, though. It's like they know.
Yeah, they'll come midday and land right there. Even though we did have some crazy folks that flew
Yeah.
down to the southern part of the eastern shore, put all their
Left their
equipment
shit
on the
on their
beach, which is a lot of money. That's like 5 or 6 paramotors and wings sitting on the beach. Walked a half a mile to go eat breakfast, then walk a half a mile back to their equipment, which was still sitting on the beach. They got lucky because they
It's
got
the
signs on
Eastern
the beach
Shore.
that
There
says
ain't
if you
fucking
leave
nobody
stuff
out
on the
there.
beach, it's considered trash.
Hmm.
So they could have threw all their stuff away or hauled it off. Yeah, that's not me. If I did that, I'd be waiting on the beach. Hey, can y'all go pick me up something and bring it back? Because I'm not leaving my stuff here. If we
Right.
have to walk a half a mile to the restaurant. If you can see it, that's one thing. Having to walk a half a mile to go, no, that's too much. That's crazy. Dibs on scuba stuff. John Key's always trying to put dibs on something.
Yeah, only if you come help move that shit, John Q. No, he was trying. The signal out there was really, really bad this time. Um,
Yeah. Matter of fact, well, you won't be able to see it, but let's see here. I didn't turn that on, but let's see if I can get this other camera going. Maybe I can get the other camera going and it'll work. Let's see. And I haven't done this in so long, I gotta remember how to do it. Yes, allow. Is that upside down? It's upside down. When the hell did my camera decide to do that?
I don't know.
Oh, I gotta remember how to flip it. Now I gotta reverse it too.
All right there, Missy Elliott.
There we go. I put my game down, flip it, and reverse it. All right. So let me go to the ability
but
camera.
yeah, he did try to go live and it just wasn't working. The video kept cutting out and shit. Oh, can you do the night vision so you can see the neighbors' decorations? They got all their Halloween shit out. That damn light, why's it got to be on right now? Half the time, every time I pull up, that light pole outside of our house goes dark. No. Yeah. Yeah, they got little skeletons laying in the yard like they're coming up through the grass and orange lights everywhere and
All
because
right.
you switched to a buildy cam and didn't
I
have your mic
switched.
set up.
I don't know why the camera was off. Oh, it's because OBS updated. Hold on a second.
Scott wants you to go outside and take a picture of their lights.
All right, now you should be able to hear me.
We have lights. They're purple and orange wrapped around our thing, but somebody
Send
got
them
a little
out to go take a
overzealous
picture. I'll try.
with the weed eater and cut our lights. For some reason, they're still on the porch. We might as well just throw the shit away now. I mean, they're like $20. That's not worth rewiring. Just take them down and get new ones. I mean, we don't have any. We don't have any trick or treaters. The only people that showed up last year was one lady that showed up in her car, and dropped the kids off, like two kids, and then our next door neighbor came over and brought his two little girls and got candy, and that was literally it. That's it. They don't come down to our end of the street.
All right, let's see what we got here. Well, there is the beautiful sunset that was at the Eastern Shore, which this is not doing it justice at all. It's the thumbnail for my second video. And this, see, it's too bright. You can't see it.
Blown out by your damn camera.
No, yeah, the camera does. The camera makes it look blown out. It looks fine when I'm looking at it, but they got a skeleton right here that you can't see. It's just too dark right now. They got all kinds of skeletons out in the yard. It's pretty cool. Anyways, tis what it is. We don't get any, but she buys bags. Her excuse. We don't want to run out of candy, right, Tony?
Well, I mean, Tony, the one time you don't get candy is when you'll have a never-ending stream of children at your front door.
Right.
Because we, at the old townhouse, we used to get lots of trick-or-treaters. Um, my old neighborhood that I lived in, hey, Peanut, we'd get lots of trick-or-treaters there. Um,
Peanut.
I always had extra candy, though.
That's pretty cheap for that camera, Cloud Chucker. Not bad. $20. I mean, 1080p. I'd be stepping back because the camera you were looking at is 4K. So is the rear one. The smaller ones are 2K. So the big lens is 4K. The zoomed in lens is only 2K. Yeah, that's the way it goes. But I mean, how much high definition do you need for cameras, really? But the solar on them works really good. I've never had to charge them at all. Yours is 2K. I'm looking at the link. It says 1080p. I'm looking right at it. But it's fine. Doesn't matter. You got a camera now that you can view from wherever, which is awesome. Man, this juice looks really old. That's that cinnamon red hot juice. It just looks dark. Woo, it still smells like cinnamon though. That's tart smelling.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it because at the old house, at my house, I would just sit in the driveway with the candy, and my neighbors across the street, they would always make vodka soaked gummy bears. And Jimmy, the guy with Down syndrome, he was the only responsible adult. But they would bring me over little jello shooter cups full of vodka soaked gummy bears, and we'd pass out candy, and it was a good time. And then at the townhouse, I'd sit on the porch and pass out candy.
Oh, Halloween is on school. Yeah, Halloween's on a Friday.
Yeah. But here, like I said, we don't get anybody, and I would, I don't know.
Well, that's probably why they put the directions out. That's why they put their directions out. Yeah, they put their decorations out, I think, to try and attract people down to the end of the road.
Yeah, but I don't think that's gonna I don't think that's gonna work. I think the kids are all up at the front of the street and they head that direction because they can hit all the crisscross street. And what they probably do is go one street over where the fucking nice houses are. They're like, fuck it, we ain't staying down here. We're going over to the next neighborhood over. Right, Will can replace his stickers free candy van.
What? Vector has lost his damn mind.
What's he blabbing about?
He said it sounds like you're talking about an interesting activity. Some people use caps or cats for something, and I was like, huh?
Vector's like, I want to go trick or treating. That sounds fun.
Oh, okay. You sent me a picture. Gotcha, Cloud Chucker. Oh yeah, the one you sent is 2K.
I don't know. I think modern parents
They look the
are
same.
fucking weird. I'm just gonna say that because I think my mom went trick or treating with me like 1 or 2 years. So by the time I was 8, me and my group of friends were left to run wild, and basically trick or treat till we could not literally hold any more candy. Um,
I bought some
Uh,
kind of inflatable outfit. I don't even remember what it was,
it
but
was a dinosaur.
huh.
And now I think the big thing is like the trunk or treats at the churches, or like we have one of our real estate companies, they do a trunk or treat in the parking lot. So everybody sets up their little tables with the candy and the kids come through with their costumes and stuff, but it's freaking it's daylight. Um None of the neighborhoods do the scary haunted houses. Like I remember there was one they'd set up their haunted house, and like he had a bowl of cold spaghetti that you'd have to reach in to try to find the eyeball that had a number on it, and that determined what little prize you'd get. And Tony, we had pillowcases. There was one year that our pillowcases were full, so we took our jackets off and tied up the sleeves and had them suckers full too. Um, we went nuts, and
Wow.
now the even the kids are like, "Nah, I've got a little bucket full. I'm good. That's enough candy." It's like this is the one time of the year where you can literally go nuts and rob your neighbors blind for all the candy they have in their house. And you're just going to give up because your feet are tired after one street? Lame. Fucking little lightweights.
Yeah, I remember getting lots of candy. Lots of candy.
Did y'all's parents check it? They had to
Um,
check your candy? No, they had to steal the shit they wanted, is what it was. You could have just called a parent tax and been done with it.
4K ones are usually, I mean, I think
I
the
need more
cheapest one
beverage.
I've seen is like $129 Cloud Chucker, but I mean, you don't have to get 4K. 1080p or 2K is fine. Um, it's just all about what you prefer. I mean, mine's got AI built into it, so it'll say Scuba has been detected or Munchkin has been detected. It actually has AI that identifies our face, or it'll say stranger has been detected, and then it shows you a picture of their face, which is pretty cool. Um, but it's overkill. Um, if you're just starting out, then what you got is fine. I would definitely like, if you got one for in the house, I would recommend getting one that is weatherproof for outside, especially at your points of entry, whether it be your front door or back door. And that's it. You need one for inside at least, and then one to cover the front and one to cover the back. Those are the main three areas, unless you have something like a shed that has something expensive in it or something like that. Then, yeah, you want to obviously have film on that too. So any events that mine see, it records. So if it sees something, I can set it to record 24/7, which is the way the inside one works. It's always recording because it's plugged in. The solar ones, I t- I tell it to only record events. So if it doesn't see anything, it doesn't record because it just wastes battery. So I just tell it when it sees an event, record. But if you plug it directly into power, then which I could do technically, because you can run a USB cord off of your outside light switch and then just turn the light off, and then it'll always have power. Like if you just unscrew the bulb and always have power going to the camera, you're good to go.
Y'all want to see some of the biggest boneless wings you've ever seen?
Oh, I saved Munchkin some wings. Ain't that nice?
Look at the size of that.
Yeah,
And that's not even a big one. And
I
somehow
can't
they're
tell
still
unless you put it in your
crispy.
mouth. I'm just kidding. Oh, I'm bad. I'm bad. All right.
They are very hot too. No, it's John Q. It was cold spaghetti to make it feel like you were dipping your hand, because it was black or dark, and you'd have to stick your hand into this bowl, and it was filled with cold spaghetti like worms. Holy shit, they're hot. These are much hotter than the other restaurant. I always get the hot Parmesan, which is basically just hot wings with Parmesan cheese on them. These are hot, very hot. They're so good though.
All
Even
right.
cold, they're still
Let
crispy
me
somehow.
let me show y'all. Let me show y'all what it's like to not to paramotor the wrong way. Remember, I was telling y'all that Priya flipped her trike, right? So there it is. So let's see if we can get this video queued up here. I'm not gonna try and put it on the stream. I'm just gonna show y'all. If I can get it back here. There we go. So let's go back to the build cam. Y'all should be able to see this kind of good. So this is Priya on a trike. That's a purple wing, which you can barely tell, but and she flipped over. And there's my trike sitting right there. So yeah, if y'all were wondering about my cage and all that good stuff, there's my frame. Okay, that's before it got broken, actually, because all the netting's still there, which I thought it was in pretty good
All
damn
day long.
shape.
No matter what topic you bring up, holy fuck, that's hot. All goes back to flying.
I wanted to show her little accident. Oh, there's my 8 seconds where my equipment got broke. Oh, come on now. You can't even hardly see it. Boom, and it's broken. That was it. Which I cut the video down. It's normally 30 seconds. So maybe this way I can actually you can show where Munchkin turns away with the camera. Let me turn this damn light away because it's screwing everything up.
I did not get to roast my marshmallows because I forgot.
Snap. And then Munchkin just looks down like in disgust. Oh, he broke some crap. Yes, he broke some crap. That's what happens. You know, it happened so fast too. There was nothing I could do. Literally, right when I hit the gas, that's when it snapped back, and I was like, it's too late now. Well, Shane, you didn't even tell us you were leaving. Now that I'm married, she has to pay half?
Only when he starts paying half, Will.
Oh, there you go.
Scuba's petty cash boy.
I'm petty cash boy. But she gets all the bonuses and stuff from our boss, and I don't see any of that. So that sucks. But, you know, it is what it is.
I share.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What in the heck are you talking about, John Q? Send me my failed launch, Munchkin. So Shane wants his failed launch.
Oh, well, my phone's in the other room. I'll send it to you.
It's funny because I jumped Munchkin's case. I was like, you never tape any of my launches. You never tape any of my launches. So the one that she decided to tape was where my equipment got broke. She missed all the good launches, but she taped the one where, and I'm like, don't tape my stuff anymore because when you tape it, I mess something up.
I do video them. You just never do anything with them.
Yeah, you don't tell me when you don't go, hey, look, I got your launch and show it to me, because then I'll be like, okay, send me that.
I do.
Then I must forget or something. I don't remember you ever saying, hey, I recorded your launch.
Those are way too hot.
They are not. There's plenty of sauce to dip them into because I made them give me extra. Almost want to keep that sauce just so I can put it on something else.
That's insane. Yes,
That's where my scoops went.
They were on the kitchen counter. What do you mean that's where they went?
Why, yeah. Oh, I love the Fritos corn chips, Angela, especially if we have some bean dip. But she said the store didn't have any, which I find impossible. But
They had none. I looked in all the spots where they have chips and the different salsas, and they had no bean dip.
it doesn't make sense, man. They always got bean dip.
Frito scoops. Holy shit, that's hot. I'm just trying to take away the heat. That's hot. My eyelids are sweating.
Vector said,
Frito Bandito is what I call Bandit.
Vector said, it's disappointing when you can't find what you're looking for. What chips or salsa was you hoping to find? Why is he listening to everything I say?
I don't know, but at least he feels bad for you.
That robot is getting a mind of his own. I tell you, I'm waiting for him to go, hey, don't forget to get your keys to go to work today, or something crazy like that. They're really starting to add a lot of AI into that little robot.
Don't forget to bring the hot dog buns home.
You got lots of John Wayne. I'll sell you some failed launches if you want some. You do a good job, John. I don't care what nobody says. I think it's funny when I watch that. I think it's rule number 1: don't go splat. He yells like, even his last video they just posted, when he brings his wing up, he's like, all right, he starts talking to stuff. All right, you ready? We're gonna go flying. We're gonna go flying. And then he'll say, fly, as he's pulling his wing up, just screaming at the top of his lungs. I'm like, dude,
That's his war cry.
it's not that difficult. I mean, granted, bringing the wing up is not really easy. It does take a little effort, but I mean, you don't have to be Superman or anything.
I can't eat any more of those.
Are you kidding me? I only gave you like 4 or 5.
That's just ridiculous. That's too fucking hot, is what that is.
Well, Chevy, I'm glad I'm going in super stereo.
Whew.
Like and subscribe. Drop it like it's hot. Right?
It's hot. It's very hot.
Apparently, Munchkin can't handle the hot stuff.
Not right now. I can't.
I thought they were excellent. I ate no problems.
Oh, they're good. It's just hot.
And they gave me a lot of fries this time for some reason. And the only thing that was bad, they were nice and crunchy.
Didn't share any of them.
No, I ate all those, but they didn't put any salt really on them. I was like, damn, they're missing salt. And I'm thinking, well, there's salt in the ketchup, but still need a little bit more splat.
You needed more splat?
Yeah, exactly, trash bag. He does.
Did you notice you said that? They needed a little more splat. No, it's just too hot, John Q. The only thing I had to eat all day was I had like 2 hot dogs at like 2:00.
Tony, that's an interesting question. I have not weighed myself since we've got done with the fly-in. I have not been eating.
I ate 1, Creed.
I have not been eating keto since the fly-in. So technically, we have went almost an entire week non-keto. So we'll have to see how much weight I gained back in a week.
Those are boneless wings. They're only breaded a little bit.
Oh, we ate good, Tony. When we're doing the skip the keto thing, we eat good stuff. We were eating. But I definitely don't want to get back up in the 260 range. I'm going to either go back on keto or modify my diet to where I don't put on weight like
You
crazy.
should no wonder your cage bent.
I think that I think the easiest thing to do is just to increase my exercise.
Shane, these aren't breaded. Did you see the size
Oh.
of that wing? It's like a half of a chicken breast.
I didn't tell you
There's
what
a
happened at the
lot
liquor
of
store.
what?
I didn't. Okay. I went in the liquor store and we're going up to the register. Now, there's this guy sitting at the, he's not behind the counter, he's in front of it. He's just I wouldn't even say he's a customer because I don't think he was homeless.
They're
but
not wings, John Q.
he wasn't right in the head.
In wing sauce.
So he looks at the guy in front of me who's wearing a dress shirt, you know, khaki slacks, dress shoes, and he goes, "You work in an office?" And the guy was like, "Yeah, I do." Blah blah blah. And then I'm waiting for him to get to me because Fridays is our casual day, right? So Fridays we can wear blue jeans. I have on blue jeans today. They're nice blue jeans. They don't have any rips or anything. They're nice blue jeans. And I have on dress shoes. But what's up, Hunter? Damn, I've never seen you in here. Hunter Tuned. Wow. And Hunter Tuned is just flying his tail off and buying and selling Teslas and getting rid of all the freaking Honda motorbikes that I wish I had that I don't have, but he has.
No, but those fries are good as shit, and I put Will and Scuba to shame. They eat slow.
So that guy, after he said 100 hours, Hunter, you're doing awesome, man. And you know what? Props to you because I remember when you first started, you were scared to fly like over 50 feet. You were just like flying and landing, and now you just fly all over the damn place. So props to you, man, for getting up there and getting it done. Hell yeah. I like it. So then the guy looks at me and he says, "You work at a landscaping company." I was like, "Seriously?" I was like, "No, actually, I work in the office too. It's just casual Friday." Damn. I'm a landscaper. He said, "You're a landscaper."
You are not tan enough to work at a landscape company.
I know, right? I'm like, dude, but I'm not even, never mind. I'm not going that route either. But still, I'm just like, what do you mean I work at a landscaping company? Oh, my goodness.
Well, I mean, if anything, you'd be the foreman because you're not Hispanic. But
yeah, I don't know.
So you don't have to.
Been over you haven't been over 1,000. Wow. You know, okay, Hunter.
The higher you go, the safer it is, dude.
Yeah, well, especially if you got a reserve. But the height thing, I've been flying, since 2022 now? So 3 years. And it's never bothered me that I haven't flown really high. I mean, I haven't done a mile high yet. But,
oh, well, woozy's not good. Yeah.
My last flight, I went to 2,663 feet. So if you beat that, then you got me beat. There's a goal for you. 2,663 feet. If you go above that, you got me beat. I just, you know why I did that? Because the flight I did last fly in, I went to 2,000 feet. So I was like, well, I got to beat 2,000. So I was going to go to 2,500 and I accidentally went to 2,663. And I was like, okay, that's good. And I let off and came back down. But it was kind of funny just going that high. It was beautiful scenery. Don't get me wrong. Beautiful over at Eastern Shore.
He doesn't stay up there long. He goes up there, takes a couple pictures, and comes back down to like 600, 700 feet. Yeah, the more he drinks, the pitchier he gets, Angela.
Will, you know better than that. Will is saying 1,000 feet is crazy. You would die falling. You know what? You'll die from 500 feet too.
Mm-hmm. And that is not how you spell Shirley.
So why would you? Why would you? it's the same thing when I went hang gliding, which is the first. I don't know if I did that first or parasailing, one of the two. But they were like, "Do you want to go to 2,500 feet or 5,000 feet?" I'm like, "Well,
There you go. Okay.
either one, I'm gonna die. So take me to 5,000." Because this was the thing with hang gliding. They were like, if you go to 2,500 feet, you get a 5-minute flight and you land. If you go to 5,000 feet, you get a 20-minute flight and you land. I was like, take me to freaking 5,000, dude. I want my money's worth. It was a little more expensive than the 2,500 feet, but well worth it to go up to 5,000.
King Cobra, I would suggest until your thumb is better that you incorporate baby wipes into the ass wiping. Mainly because it'll make it easier and you won't have to risk fucking your thumb up by,
Now, Hunter,
applying too much pressure.
I understand your mental thing. This is it, right? Because I'm afraid of heights, and you know as well as I do, flying a paramotor, that same fear doesn't feel like it transfers over into paramotoring, and I think it's because number one, you're in control of the aircraft. It's not like you're riding in a plane where somebody else is basically flying the plane. So I think since you're in control over it and the fact that you feel secure in a paramotor, the height thing doesn't bother me as much. Now, if it was bad conditions, yeah, that would probably make me feel a little woozy being that high and I'm in turbulence. But if it's butter smooth air, I'll go up. Especially if I'm in Class G airspace, I'll just crank it up.
Yeah, a bidet would help too.
The only other thing that worries me when you start going that high is you really got to watch for planes, because then you're at the altitude a lot of planes fly at, so you have to watch really close.
Well, I'll just say, if he gets woozy, then yeah, I would not advise he goes higher than that.
Yeah, exactly, Hunter. Yeah, Gaggle's pretty good about telling you aircraft, but if they're military aircraft, it's not going to tell you. If they're Coast Guard, anything, Coast Guard, Navy, Army, Marines, anything like that, Air Force, it's not going to tell you. Air Force One, you're damn sure not going to get notified. So you might get trumped up the rear end. I'm just saying.
That's why I think, or that's why I can't believe that y'all don't have transponders. That way, even if you don't see the other aircraft, they know you're there.
Well, they have them, but they're not cost effective yet. And there's no benefit for us yet because
Not being hit by a jet is a pretty good fucking benefit.
well, no, I didn't get political. I'm just saying you can get trumped because you're not going to get notified on Gaggle for Air Force One. I guarantee that. But
no, but he's not usually just flying the fuck around either. So I mean,
us having is it ADB out? It's something, whatever out. Yeah, it lets other aircraft know, but we're not getting like a limit lifted up. Like, say we have that. Do you think that the FAA is going to go, okay, now that you have this, you're allowed to fly in Class B, C airspace?
no, but don't you want other planes
That would be a hell of a
knowing
benefit.
where you're at? Just
We're
don't
not
flush
allowed
them, King Cobra,
ADSB
because
out.
they're not really flushable.
That's it, ADSB.
Just because you can flush it doesn't mean you should.
Well, then how did who got that? One pilot, Mark Honeycutt, isn't he had ADSB out? But I don't know why we're not allowed it. Now I'm confused. Yeah, now I did get notified twice while I was at the fly-in. It would say, hey, there's an aircraft 6 miles behind you, on your 6 o'clock, but it was 300 feet below me. So I turned around to look that direction, never saw anything come. And I said, well, you know what? Just in case something's coming, I'm going to fly west. So I started flying west. And then it said, hey, there's a helicopter coming directly towards you, 400 feet below you. And I'm like, damn, now I got to watch out for a helicopter. So I turned around and flew east. I'm like trying to dodge stuff that I never even saw. Never even saw. Exactly, Scott. They do have smaller ones like that, but they're not cheap. Like I said, you can get ADS-B. John Wayne's saying that we can't legally have those. So, we're almost at 10 o'clock.
Almost.
I don't know if that's a fact or not. If we can't have them, we can't have them. But having that would alert other aircraft that we're in the air, which would be nice. But we fly so low, that would really freak other aircraft out. It's saying that he's at 50 feet. What the hell? So,
Not really, because, they'll be alert to look out for you.
You need a sportsman license and tail numbers. Okay, that makes sense, John Wayne. Gotcha. Well, see, like what? Canada, I think, requires you to have a tail number and some kind of license. But that's in Canada. The U.S. is different. And also overseas is different. But I had a plane fly over no more than 200 feet. He was just oh, wow. Came in from behind. Mm. I've had that happen to me once, Shane, and it freaked me out. I was warned, but I never even knew. When I flew Kitty Hawk, the flight, I did a video on it, but obviously I couldn't record the 2-hour long flight that I did. And Joe was like, hey, there's an aircraft coming from behind us. It's Coast Guard. They're going to be flying over the beach. They're monitoring the beach, make sure nobody's bringing any illegal stuff off the water. So I'm just cruising along the beach, heading one direction. All of a sudden, this plane just right over the top of our head. Couldn't have been more than 200 feet above us. Scared the crap out of me because I wasn't expecting it. Because Joe told me that like 15 minutes before it even happened. So I figured, it must not be coming. But it scared the crap out of me because it flew right over the top of our head. Oh, no, they didn't, Hunter. Don't tell me that. They banned everything in Wisconsin. Yeah, I don't know if you've heard of White Horse Vapor. They may be able to ship to you. I have ordered stuff from them, just to give you a heads up. I've been getting a lot of pods from White Horse Vapor. They ship out no problem, and they're not as expensive as my local stores are. We have local stores because it's not banned here, thank God. But you've been getting from Betty Vape. Okay, well, I was just giving you a possibility if you ever want to look it up. White Horse Vapor. They're U.S. I don't know which state they're based out of. I forgot, but
I don't know.
They ship out pretty good. Yeah, but out of all the videos, out of the 4 videos I posted, Soar the Shore 2025, flight number 3, that is the best audio I've heard out of. Tucker Gott doesn't have a video that clear audio. That is the best audio I've ever heard from any kind of plane flight, honestly. So I know how I did it. I'm going to have to recreate that situation the next time I fly, because you literally can't even hear my motor. All you hear is me talking. That's it. You should check that one out, Hunter. It'll say 3rd flight, Soar the Shore 2025. There's no motor noise, just me talking. Purple Panda mic. There you go. That sounds like a good one. The reservations in Wisconsin sell everything. Really? Yeah, that's too far up north for me to go. Like right now, Hunter's probably up there freezing. What temperature is it here right now? Right, let's see. It's 76 degrees right now where I'm at. And it is 9:56 p.m. here. So just to give you an idea, I mean, today we got up to, what was the temperature?
I don't know, it was
81.
like 90 yesterday.
It was 81 degrees. Monday 75. Let's see, Tuesday they're screwing with the thing here, but yeah. E-cig Mafia sells those off stamps, shipped from Florida. Oh, that's not bad. E-cig Mafia, I'll have to look that one up. Oh,
Yeah,
65.
everybody send Angela a list. She'll go buy all of it and ship it to us. I mean, that's kind of what you have to do, is find somebody in a state that can buy the stuff for you and have them ship it to you.
Hunter, that's me, man. I like 70 to 74 degrees. That's my sweet spot. Maybe even 76. I'll go from 70 to 76. That's my sweet spot. Perfect.
Yeah, but
flying.
now that you got that fancy ass flight suit, you can go a little chillier.
Yeah, I got a flight suit from Will, which came from Tony. It's a Black Hawk.
Do you want to show them your flight suit?
Yeah, you want to see my flight suit?
Over?
It's right there. It's so big, I don't know if I can get it on camera here.
Yes, Shane's new nickname is Goldilocks.
Really? It just disappeared. Looks like this. Here, this is the center, and it has zippers that come up the side. Then I got a pocket right here. I got a pocket over here. I got two pockets down here where the legs are. It's just a full, and this son of a gun is insulated.
He is so tickled with that, Tony. I don't think you have any idea.
Velcro around the arms and the legs, so you can put boots on or whatever and still slide into the suit, and then Velcro your legs back together. That'll keep you warm. I'm telling you right now. All right, man. It'll be 97 tomorrow. Good Lord, Angela. You must be in Vegas somewhere. Me too, Tony.
Yes.
Me too.
Well, what's funny is I asked Angela, I was like, what the hell were you thinking?
Thanks, Howard.
You've met Will, right? And then she said, no, Will knew what size it was when he got it. I said, did he think,
only the third one has good audio, Howard.
You're interrupting my joke.
Well, somebody just showed up.
Did Will think he was going to grow into it?
Yeah, Will was going to grow into that suit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I know with sizes, everything is like, well, just go ahead and send it anyway, because I might be able to fit it if I'm wearing, thick socks or whatever. But yeah,
I like it when I'm not cold or hot when I fly. Shane is definitely is his thing. He landed the first time because it was too cold, then he landed the second time because it was too hot.
Yep.
Well, you keep on going. I hope you get to fly Sunday, Hunter. Look forward to your videos. And we're going to get off here too, guys. We had a great time at the fly-in. Really enjoyed Shane and Will being there, and Soup. Don't let me forget Soup. And everybody else that showed up at the fly-in, obviously.
John Q, if you've ever seen Will is not a very large dude. So yes, the size difference between him and Scuba is significant.
We're about the same size.
Sure. Okay.
If you mini-me'd me, all right. Y'all have a great weekend. We will catch y'all next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. And until then,
King Cobra, hope your thumb feels better.
Yes. Stay safe, everybody. We will catch y'all next week. Peace.